Donald Trump's nationwide raids on immigrants are reportedly scheduled to happen this week, by the end of the week on Sunday. And the New York Times is reporting that as many as 10 major cities will experience these ICE raids. And they know about this thanks to both current and former Homeland Security officials who spoke on the condition of anonymity. The raids, which will be conducted by Immigration and Customs Enforcement over multiple days, will include what they refer to as collateral deportations. In those deportations, the authorities might detain immigrants who happen to be on the scene even though they were not targets of the raids. Now, this is an important distinction to make because right now, Donald Trump is arguing that they are not going after non-violent, non-criminal immigrants. But I mean, here's what he says, and then I'll fill you in and tell you what the reality of the situation is.
Well, I don't call them raids. I say they came in illegally and we're bringing them out legally. These are people where we have the papers, we've gone through the court system. They'll be starting fairly soon, but I don't call them raids. We're removing people that have come in, all of these people over the years that have come in illegally, we are removing them and bringing them back to their country.
So while he might argue that that's the purpose of these raids, in reality, as you can tell from the collateral deportations, they will also go after individuals who happen to be on the scene as they conduct these raids.
What's with the I don't call them raids?
Well,
they're here illegally. Okay, from your point of view, they're here illegally. You're still doing a raid to catch them. What's with the weird picking of the language there?
I've been noticing a trend of right-wingers, including Donald Trump, attempting to kind of launder themselves from their white supremacy and the statements that they've made in the past. I don't know if that's what he's trying to do there. I don't know if he's trying to garner support among more Americans in response to these raids. But I do want to give you a few more details. The Trump administration's goal is to use the operation as a show of force to deter families from approaching the southwestern border. It's incredible how they keep using the justification of deterrence when over and over again, regardless of how cruel the policies have been, it hasn't deterred migrants fleeing their countries. I mean, maybe we should take a quick look at what's happening in their countries, and maybe we can focus on providing some sort of aid to improve conditions there so they don't have a reason to leave and come here to the United States. But of course, American Policy 101 is let's just put a Band-Aid on a gushing wound. And more importantly, something that never gets talked about is there are people who are companies, corporations who are profiting handsomely off of this type of treatment. These individuals will be detained before they're deported.
Yeah, I don't say detained.
What do you say, John?
I don't know, whatever helps. Yeah, the thing is, like the argument either always is, or we find out secretly, is deterrence, that they're gonna do X to scare people from coming into the country. But you really do have to ask yourself, because as you pointed out, it hasn't deterred people. Is it incompetence? Is it following a strategy that clearly is not working? Or are they lying? And it's not actually about deterrence, it's about the domestic effect. It's not that we're separating families, we're making kids sleep on concrete floors, we're gonna do all these raids so that people outside of this country see that and don't come. Or is it we're gonna do that because my base really likes when we do that?
Bingo.
And it doesn't matter if it deters people. We can say that, and hell, if it deters people, maybe that's a good thing, but it doesn't really matter. I just know that this is literally the only thing I can give to my base these days.
Well, my read of it is very similar to what you just said, but I think there's one other component to it. So yes, I think that this does play well with his base. As many of our viewers have written in and expressed, this type of cruelty, especially at these detention facilities, is not a bug, it's a feature. It's something that appeals to a portion of Trump's base, if not the majority of Trump's base. So there's that. But there's also the fact that this is a business. I mean, what's happening with these detention facilities is these private businesses, these private prison companies that run and operate these detention centers are making a ton of money off of us, the US taxpayer. I mean, they're getting these massive contracts, right? And they're allegedly spending, $700 to $800 a day on each migrant. We know that it doesn't cost that much money to, especially when you consider the conditions they're living in. people are making money off of this. And I think that's part of the story that doesn't really get much coverage. There's a reason why the stock value or the share price for Geo Group shot up as soon as Trump was elected.
And we missed it.
I would never invest in
I know,
Geo
it's
Group.
just an ongoing terrible joke about how horrible a country is. It's weird, of course, that you can decide that we're just gonna detain everyone now rather than go by the Obama policy where you register the people, you release them, and then 90% come back in for court proceedings. He can just decide to keep them and then people get rich off of it. The only surprising thing though is that thus far we can't prove that Donald Trump is personally getting rich off of it. It really seems like he would have figured out some way to do that by now. I mean, why go to all this trouble to enrich people who hypothetically might donate some to his campaign when he can just make the money himself?
Well, I mean
that could well be out
he's,
there.
He's not
Ken
competent.
Go get him, but
I don't know if he's competent enough to make money himself, right? Like
at
least in a legal way. But what I do want to just point to though is he is worried about campaign contributors. Like the Mercers have completely pulled support from Trump, which I think is fascinating because the Mercers, one of their top issues was supporting Netanyahu in Israel and giving Netanyahu what he wanted, and that's what Trump has done. But they've decided to pull support. So they're worried. The Trump campaign is worried about campaign funding. I mean, of course they're gonna want and welcome campaign contributions from private prison companies. Especially Geo Group.
And from regular people. I mean, after all, Donald Trump actually does get a lot of money, from small dollar donors, which is sickening that some of these people they've been left behind as other people have by this country, but they have flocked to the guy that wants to actively go after them even more. This guy that they love and they wear his hat and all of that. So I think, he's already raised a ton of money. This sort of thing, whether the Geo Group gives him money, regular racist Americans will because they love this. And it's weird that we're in a system where what are the different things that Democratic candidates are considering to try to get people invested in politics and interested? Like something to do with taxes or education or climate change. It's always they're coming over the borders. It's a caravan today or it's the raids or that's all. It's a couple of years now.
Right, they run on fear and it works.
It used to be a little bit more diverse fear. Now
really?
It's
was it
specific.
Though? There's always been a boogeyman in a Republican administration. During Trump's administration, it was a terrorist group, Al Qaeda, the Taliban. I'm sorry, what did I say?
Trump.
Okay, sorry, I meant Bush.
Different nightmare.
During the feels kind of similar but different. But anyway, during the Bush administration, there was the boogeyman, right? Like we have to to Bush's credit, he didn't go out of his way to demonize Muslims overall, but he did have a boogeyman, the Muslim extremists. Fast forward to Trump and you're seeing very similar behavior, but now the target is migrants or coming from Central American countries.
The TYT Plus app is now available on iOS and Android. Download to get more TYT content at tyt.com/app.